Asylum seekers. Working out the best approach to this issue is a bit like ordering from Domino's Pizza. There's definitely no right choice, and you just have to hope whatever choice you do make doesn't leave you feeling too sick afterwards. Last week, the government announced they're planning to send refugees from Manus Island and Nauru to Donald Trump's America, presumably to reinforce their message that seeking asylum in Australia by boat is a bad idea. And now they also want to stop refugees who arrived by boat after July 2013 from ever coming to Australia for any reason, whether it's tourism, work, or just because they want to tell Koshy to fuck off to his face. And my first concern is that this law is retrospective, because on superannuation, I seem to remember retrospectivity being a problem.
Backbenchers, the Liberal base and Labor flogged the government for that measure, claiming it was retrospective, something ministers denied.
Yes, apparently retrospectivity is only a problem for the Coalition when it affects the top 4% of income earners. It's a rich people's problem, like how long Porsche maintenance takes, or whether to follow Gwyneth Paltrow's lifestyle advice. What's that, Gwyneth? Can a shrub in Gabon cure opioid addiction? No. But let's start by acknowledging this is difficult, and complexity can be good. And it's fine to admit that there might not be completely right answers here. But it would be better if everyone, politicians, journalists, advocates, comedy presenters who mistakenly think they have something important to say, acknowledged this is complex. And to be clear, our policies matter. The Coalition has reduced boats, and I don't have to trust the government to think that. I just need to know that if boats were arriving at the rate they were under Labor, the person in charge of keeping that a secret would be Peter Dutton. And I don't trust Peter Dutton to keep that a secret. I don't trust Peter Dutton to keep his PIN number secret. It's 1234, by the way. That's just something he told me. So it's time to call bullshit on everyone who tries to simplify this issue. When the Coalition says they're only detaining people for humanitarian reasons because they want to stop deaths at sea while also reserving the right to push boats back into international waters, or just flat out detain people in inhumane conditions for as long as they like, well, claiming you're humanitarians would at least be a little easier to believe if you'd tripled the humanitarian refugee intake, because someone's got to live in Ipswich, but you didn't, which means you're not humanitarians. You just like that this debate gives you a chance to crank out Stop the Boats, your most popular political tune, which goes great with your hardcore fans. You're basically Bob Geldof. And to be clear, no one likes Bob Geldof. And Labor under Rudd, well, they dismantled the Pacific Solution, then the boats started, people died at sea, and they got put in detention centres. So now they essentially agree with everything the Coalition does because they're trying to appear exactly as tough as them, which will never work. Because even if you claim you're the same as the Coalition, people still aren't really going to believe it. Because in this case, the Coalition is Arnold Schwarzenegger, and you, Labor Party, are Danny DeVito. And the Greens? Well, they can mouth platitudes like let them stay, in the knowledge that they don't have to have practical solutions to this, because they're about as close to forming government as a used condom filled with regret and Karl Stefanovic's semen is. Which leaves us right here. At the point where the government announces it wants to ban refugees arriving by boat from ever entering Australia again, and we as a citizenry don't really seem to care that much. Though to be fair, if 23-year-old Omid setting himself on fire on Nauru didn't make us care, maybe nothing will. You know what might make me feel a little better? If the government let us know what was done to refugees on Manus and Nauru, what was done on our behalf. Because the only way we can really work out whether any of this is okay is if we know what we did to these people in the first place. My point is, we need that information. Because whether it's a refugee deal or whatever a Domino's tandoori chicken pizza is, right now, I'm starting to feel a little sick.